What's good? What's good? This is Steeko. This is Steeko, the podcast. Hey, do me a favor right now. If you ain't done it yet, you see that red button, right? Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with mi gente at the side. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. Purchase your merchandise. We have new merchandise. We got to believe in yourself, have faith in R2D, and it is stitched. So it ain't that press where it just fades off. It's stitched. I might bring the hats back, but trust me when I say you're going to get good quality merchandise from this point going forward. And hey, man, let's talk about something, man. I keep saying it again, and I'm going to keep saying it again to y'all. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. Look, no matter how you want to slice that pie, the pie has 8 slices. You could slice it a little bit. It could be, but it got 8 slices. It could be slices like this small or bigger, whatever. But at the end of the day, that pie has 8 slices. No matter how you cut it, it got 8 slices. So what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. So let's talk about it. You're probably like, oh, the pie, the 8. What are you talking about? Okay. So I'm watching this podcast, right? It's a new one that I'm watching called King Riches. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put that link in my description. I want you to check out this one specific because they go into talking about Andrew Tate, right? And this is not about Andrew Tate, this one specifically, because what I got from the whole podcast was basically, well, that episode specifically, it was talking about, you know, women get less of less sentences, or if they don't get the same treatment as a man would if it was a woman. Okay, I mean, we talking about law, about prison time or anything, anything they say, they don't get no backlash for it like that. But when it comes down to men, basically, we get the book thrown at us. Pretty much, we get the whole book, all 25 chapters of it straight at us. Boom. So they start talking about it, right? And this female on there brings up Cardi B because she has kids and all this kind of stuff, right? And like I said, I'm not gonna tap into too much into it on the Andrew Tate situation, but it had me thinking, right? And I know this happened a while back. That specific podcast dropped a couple days ago, but the Cardi B situation happened a few years back. But I started thinking, they keep bringing up this Cardi B situation, okay? So 4 years ago, I want to say 4 years, it was a while back. Let's just say it's a while back. Cardi B said that when she was doing her thing in the clubs, strip clubs, she used to take men to locations, drug them, and steal all their money, all whatever they had. She used to, put the ski mask, let's go. Vámonos, cabrón. Burglary, theft. You know what I mean? But she used to drug them. She used to drug men. And her thing was, well, these guys wanted to use me for this and this. And I'm like, well, mira, you made it a point to take them somewhere. So what is, okay, that's not the point. But I started thinking, did she get any kind of like jail time for this? Did she get any investigation for this? Did any men like stepped up to the plate and said, hey, I remember that day? Did anybody say anything? Or did we just put it under the rug, And I got with Cardi B, I have I want to be neutral, for the most part. When she does good things, like I said, what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. When she does certain things right, I'm going to call her out. She did something right that time. Cool. But let's talk about this one. Okay, no. We can't do that, baby. Come on now. So, mind you, she said that, right? She used to drug men, take them for the money, and kept them moving, right? But she used to drug them. Y'all listening, right? She used to drug them. After that, a few years later, she gets on an interview and she starts to interview Joe Biden before he becomes president, whatever, And I'm like, okay, so she gets all the perks, She's still living her life. No legal, nothing happens. Nothing happens. Let's flip it around. I started thinking, Bill Cosby. Yeah, what he did is unbelievable. All these women came and said, hey, he did this to us. But he used to drug women and did other things. Not okay. But he used to drug women, right? So you telling me when that happened, what happened to Bill Cosby? Did I say Bill Gates? My bad if I did. Bill Cosby, what happened? Jail time. all these women came out and started saying this and this. So basically, it was pretty much game over for Bill Cosby. Over. Through the 25 chapters of that book, straight at him. He couldn't even dodge that one like he did in the other one. You know, I remember that video. But long story short, but we know what happened with Bill Cosby, right? What's wrong is wrong, and that's what it is. Cardi B, if you did what you did, and she is confessing to doing what she did, where are the protests at? We know that they did the Me Too movement because of Bill Cosby. Where's the protests at? So it's okay for a female to drug men, but a man to drug women is wrong. Both of them are wrong. Both of them should be getting investigated. Both of them should be doing time. And especially if you tell the world that this is okay. Because now you tell, like, you know how many people look up to Cardi B and they can pull up those videos? These little girls are watching and then it's okay. It's okay, right? Or are we just being selective with certain individuals because they're celebrities? If this person that you don't like an Andrew Tate, right? He got accused of doing something, right? But we don't even know if it's true or not. But he got accused of it. And people don't like him. So they're like, man, I don't agree with him because of what he did. But we don't even know what he did. Cardi B, a lot of people love her. You know, they respect her. But are okay with drugging men and taking them for whatever they got. We don't even know if she could have done something else because she drugged them. But is this what we living these days? Where we're picking and choosing and making choices and saying, you know what, I like Cardi B more than I like Bill Cosby. So, you know what Bill Cosby did was basura. It was trash. He should have never done it. I mean, I'm not with this whole, I don't understand why people got to drug people in the first place. I really don't. I really don't. There's so many people in the world. So many people in the world. If you are trying to be with somebody, you want to have sexual activities with this person, cool, but don't drug them. That should be like an agreement, like we agreed to do this together. Come on now. If that's what it comes down to, right? Now, Cardi B drugging them for money. Baby, you know how many strippers I know that got sugar daddies? They don't even drug them. They just show up just to show up. They just care about just their little attention. They get thrown a little $1,000 here, $2,000, $3,000 here. And ladies, don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. This is, if it was 4 years ago, it still don't matter. Because guess what? There are men out there that want a little bit of attention from a female. Just a little bit. Just enough for them to say, hey, here's $2,000. Thank you for hanging out with me for 2 hours. I seen it personally. I had homegirls that used to work at strip club, and I'm like, who's that? That's my sugar daddy. For real? How much? You give me $2,000. $2,000 just to talk to you? That's it? So I don't want to hear this if that's okay, because either your hustle wasn't right, but at the end of the day, it still don't make it right, though. It don't make it right. This is what I'm saying to y'all, man. We cannot pick and choose. Y'all got to check out that interview. I'm going to drop that link in my description. I want you to look at that interview and look how some females could be that blind to the fact of a woman doing wrong and what a man does is not okay and he should be in jail, but Cardi B shouldn't. She should be investigated for that. They should bring up charges for that. They need to talk about that because guess what? You are saying to the public, it is okay to drug people. Men or women, you're drugging them, and that's not cool at all. So I don't get that, man. I don't play with drugs, man. I don't play with alcohol, drugs, none of that, man. I don't want none of that in my life. I want to be clean and pure. I drink nothing but H2O water pretty much at this point in my life. And I get a high off of the earth, the sun, the moon, the stars, whatever. You know how amazing it feels when you go outside and you look at like plants, trees, because you can see how life is formed, right? A tree could, that's crazy. That's another conversation. I don't even want to tap into that, but hey, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm going to say nada with mi gente, especially on this topic. Is Cardi B, Bill Cosby, or what y'all think? All right? And also, do me a favor. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, 1.